live. I'm going to check with Ruth and ask her. I've had quite a time setting this up. Let me just see. I'm not sure if I'm live or not, but it does seem to say that I am. Gosh, I hope so. I've had quite a time in trying to get this set up. Asking Ruth. I'm on. Okay. I think I'm live, I believe. I don't know how to tell if I am or not. I'm just not used to this yet. Goodness gracious. Talk about working up a sweat. They said it was so easy, but I believe that I'm on now. I'm going to tell Ruth. I'm just going to tell her I'm live. Find me. I don't know where I am. Okay. Thank you, Sophie. Sophie just told me she can see me. Oh, for the love of God. Oh my God, I'm just burning up with sweat here. And I've already had my entire drink. I need another. So, what did that say? I just saw something. It said something was too low. Sophie, is everything looking good, Sophie? Tell me yes or no. I don't even know how to tell. I'm so excited to do this, but this is my first one, clearly. I hope it gets better. Page and create a post. Okay, so, all right, I'm just going to assume and hope that everybody can see me. We'll find out, I'm just going to start talking. So, I want to talk about, yes, she says everything looks good. It says too low FPS. I have no idea what that means. Please set the rate from 15 to 60 FPS. I don't know how to do that. FPS stream. Who the heck knows what an FPS is? I don't know. I'm just going to go with it. I'm just going to leave it the way it is. And let me get that up there. I don't know how to get my screen back up. Oh, for the goodness sakes, this is really frustrating. I hope it's going to get worked out better. Go live now, dashboard. I don't want dashboard. No. Live video details. Give me my dashboard or give me, there we are. Okay. I have no idea what too low FPS is. We're just going to wing it. So let's try. I want to talk about scammers and how it is that we're getting to this point where they're winning. I mean, they are winning. And why are they winning? They're winning because of you. They're winning because they're getting so many more victims, and we've got to figure out how to fix this. And I'm going to try my best to give you some education about this. To me, personally, it is so easy to avoid being scammed. Now, I was looking at one of our other groups that we have, the Scam Handlers United for You, and there was several people in there that were asking the same questions over and over. Is this person a scammer? Not that I'm picking on you or calling you out, but just some of the things that they were saying. I'm going to see. I think I took a screenshot of that. I do want to read one of these. Here it is. Okay, so she was saying that she wasn't quite sure. She does a lot of research on the person she's talking to. And so far, it's been really nice conversations. I can already see a problem with this. He hasn't asked for money directly. And we'll talk about that more later, because scamming is not about losing money. It's not. It is not where it starts. Scamming starts. Romance scam starts with, "Hello, pretty, how are you?" And then you answer them. That's really when the scam starts. It's not when they ask for money, because they are getting plenty from you. Doesn't have to come in the form of money. So she was saying that the conversation was nice. He hasn't asked for any money. And then all of a sudden he starts asking about Bitcoin investment. Huge flag. Huge, huge flag. And he wanted to get her to invest. I mean, I don't understand how that right there in itself is not a huge flag. He said that he was, let's see, Italian American. He's got an accent more like an African person. Gosh, I wonder what's going on here. I'm not sure why she's still asking, is this a scam? And she said that she was not sure if it was legit or not, and she wants us to answer. Don't get me wrong. I really appreciate you guys coming and asking us. I'm more leaning towards, where's the common sense in this? I'm seeing so many flags on this that she shouldn't really be asking us. I'm glad that she has, and I don't want to persuade her not to do that anymore. But yes, this is a scam. It's a classic scam. They're, of course, they start out nice and friendly. Everything's great. Sounds like a normal relationship. However, what is this person to you? It is a stranger. Huge problem right there. Now, over my time doing this, there's two different groups of people, I think, maybe three, that are on the internet talking. Ones that are looking for a mate, and we'll talk about that later. I don't know if we'll talk about it in this session, but we will get to that at some point in time. And the other one is ones that are just on the internet, and yet they're chit-chatting to absolute strangers. Now, I want to take you back to the time for all of those that have raised a child. We've all talked to our children and explain to them about talking to strangers. I really wish that everybody that's on social media would come up with a little sticky note and put it on their computer screen, their phone, their iPad, their tablet, and just write the words stranger equals danger. Because it's a fact. Stranger equals danger. Think about it. You're talking to somebody that you have no idea who it really is. You were given a picture, you were given a name, and you were given a story. Who says it's real? Who says it's the truth? Nobody. The person that you're talking to does. You expect, I would imagine that most everybody on the internet expects not to be lied to. Well, guess what? Times have changed. The internet is so filled, it's just literally saturated with criminals and evil people that are out to do you harm. It is, to me, it's the most dangerous place to be because it appears to be that so many people feel so safe on the internet, and that is the most dangerous way to be, is feeling safe. You are in such dangerous shark-filled waters that if you're not having your guard up and you don't know what you're looking for, you're going to be in trouble, big trouble, or at least a candidate for being scammed. So I really hope that we can teach you how to be better, be smarter. If you're going to be on the internet, you do have to learn how to coexist with the dangers that are out there. So let's talk about how the scam works. In the beginning, I had said that they're winning, and they're winning because of you. You are allowing them to win. You are allowing them to be successful in their crime. Their crime is obviously all about money. They're working their crime to get money from you or services from you, but it's all about money. That is the very common denominator in all of this. And they need you to do it. So yes, you are the one that is enabling these criminals to be so successful. And I'm talking in the billions. It's a shame. So let's see what we can try to educate you, to try to get you more in tune to knowing that every time you get on the internet, every time you get on social media, that you know that it's shark-filled waters and you need to have your guards up and not be so trusting of people. I'm it's getting old hearing people say, their excuses for this would be they're lonely, they're kind-hearted, they're a good Christian, they have a heart of gold, they're friendly, they love to chit-chat to people, they don't expect to be lied to. And again, that's what I'm saying. The internet has changed. This world has changed. So we do have to learn how to coexist in it. And it's possible. I'm on the internet all day long. I don't get scammed. I absolutely do not get scammed. It did happen to me once. It will never happen to me again. So let's see if we can peel back some of the layers into this very intricate crime, but it is easily avoided. And to me, the most obvious reason, or I'm going to say the obvious way to avoid getting scammed is simply this: stop talking to strangers. We don't need to talk to strangers to be whole. We don't need to talk to strangers to be on the internet. People are on the internet for all kinds of reasons, but mostly it's to connect with family and friends. Some of them play games on the internet. And for those that are out there playing games, play the game. Every time you're on a game, I guarantee it that some scammer will contact you. Who are they? They're a stranger. So that would be my biggest tip. is strangers. Do not talk to strangers. Remember, stranger danger. Remember the teachings that we've had to our children to not talk to strangers. Why us adults are breaking all of our own rules, I don't understand. So again, make a little sticky note and put it on your device. Stranger danger, to remind you. If it's a stranger, don't talk to them. Literally, do not talk to them. So let's go in a little bit further. If you are talking to a stranger, you shouldn't be talking to them more than a day before you demand proof of who they are. Because again, you were given a picture and a name and a story. It's all lies. The picture is stolen, the name is fake, and the story is nothing but a lie. Period. So you don't owe them anything. They owe you. As far as I'm concerned, if I'm on the internet and I bump into a stranger, they owe me to show me who they are. And if they don't like it, see you later. Go on to the next one. And that kind of goes more into the category of people that are on the internet, on the social media for dating sites. It's really I would imagine way back when this wasn't so on fire, these scams were not so hot and literally raging out of control. It was probably a pretty good idea, whoever came up with dating sites on the internet. However, it didn't take long at all for them being the criminals, to figure out how to saturate every single platform on the internet to literally take you down with them. So expect everybody that is on the internet to be bad. Expect them to be criminals. Expect them to be ready to do you harm. So no different than you would go down the streets of the armpit of Chicago in a drug-filled alleyway at 3 o'clock in the morning without any protection. Same thing with, riding a roller coaster. You wouldn't get on a roller coaster on the highest mountain there is without belting up. So have your protection ready. Get ready with your information, your research, your tools to keep you safe. And you'll find that you can actually coexist on the internet with these evil people. Simply, I mean, I get approached by scammers all the time. I don't talk to them. I literally do not talk to them. I'm in control, and that's where you need to be, in control. When you're on the internet, you have to take control of the time that you are there, period. Or else you're going to set yourself up to fail. So back to the story about this lady asking about, is this a scam? And they were talking about, the Bitcoin investment. He was also in the military. So we have preached to you before, the top 5 professions that scammers love to seem to take would be active military. It's not going to happen. It's a scam. Oil rig. It's not going to happen. It's a scam. Engineers, the mechanical engineers. It's going to be a scam. Let's see, what's another one? Business investments. It's going to be a scam. And of course, doctors. All scams. So what, in the second, if I was on a dating site and I actually was approached by somebody in any of those 5 categories, beep, delete. I'm not talking to them, period. I already know. I would be setting myself up to fail if I ended up talking to them. So it's not going to happen. So let me get some water here. So know who you're talking to, know your audience, expect them to be lying to you. Again, I mean, Ruth and I talk about this all the time. There is really only one way to find out if you're talking to who you're talking to on the other side of the picture. And it's to demand a real-time video chat just like this. And the second, if you are lucky enough to get one, and the second that it does start, you would need to ask them, or you need to tell them, wave to me, or hold up a peace sign, do something with their hands. And if they don't do it, then obviously you're watching a previously recorded video. It's just that simple. And you need to hit the delete button and be gone. You don't owe them an explanation at all. They're the ones that are in the wrong, not you. So be smart, be in control, be powerful, be smart. Don't let them continue to get to us, because it's happening more and more and more. So for all the people that have been talking to strangers over and over and over again, the ones that continuously are scammed, that to me, let's see, I heard my tablet talking to me. To me, those are the people that really need to either get off the internet because you can't handle it. You can't keep yourself safe. You keep walking down the alleyway at 3 o'clock in the morning and you're getting accosted. So that group of people need to either get off the internet because you can't keep yourself safe, or start getting your education, start learning what it takes to be safe on the internet. I do believe that the internet can actually be the key of finding romance if that's the avenue that you choose to do. But you better do your homework before you start. And I mean, do your homework. You are in control. You are in control of your own actions, and you have to be responsible for your own actions. I'm tired of hearing people tell me, well, they just had this big old broken heart, or they didn't know. Everybody has the ability to do some research, period. I would employ everybody to come to our page and ask us. I don't think that we would have a problem with you saying, hey, can you check somebody out for me? I'm talking and they're brand new and I'm not so sure. But, and have no problem doing that. Just, come on by the page and ask us to check somebody out. We'll be more than happy to do that. Trust me, I would rather do that all day long than have you come to me and say, oh my God, I've lost everything. And people do all the time. And that's why I said that they're winning. It's literally like the California fires raging out of control. It's every single day, every single minute. And I'm not talking just a few hundred or a few thousand. I'm talking of millions and millions of scammers out there getting millions and millions of victims. And they're bleeding them dry. They literally are bleeding them dry. So if you don't want to be one of those victims, pay attention. Just do your homework. Literally do your homework. If you're not looking for a mate and you're on the internet to socialize with your family and friends, play a couple of games, do some research about whatever, growing orchids. If you post something on somebody's site and all of a sudden somebody pops up and says, hello, what are they? What should you be doing? There's only one thing that you should be doing, and it would be blocking them. You don't answer them. You don't ask them who they are. You don't ask them what do they want. You don't engage in conversation. They are a stranger, an absolute stranger, and a scammer. Strangers equal danger equals scammer, period. Prove me wrong. You can't, because I know what I'm talking about. It is an absolute fact. So if you're on the internet and you're just doing your thing, having fun, enjoying the internet, that's fine. Don't talk to strangers. They will find you. They can see you. They're watching. They're watching every time you post something on a nice dog site or a kitten site or political site, whatever, cooking site. They are there watching and waiting for you. When they approach you, you do not talk. Just turn your back. Don't talk to them. Block them. That's how you do it. That is how easy it is to solve this horrible crime that is literally exploding. Just don't talk to them. That simple. I don't know. It's that simple. I wish we could get that really drilled into people. I don't know. Once I get into, oh, look, I just noticed some comments. Sorry, I'm so new to this. I can see some comments. I guess I have to actually do double duty, talk and read at the same time. That could be asking a bit much out of me. Next time I'll have my bigger glass too. This is a very small drink. But anyways, so that's my biggest message, is to literally separate yourself from the strangers. You don't owe them anything. You don't owe them a conversation. And if you do, you're going to get scammed, period. It's not about money. The money aspect of it comes later. Some stupid scammers really go into it right away. But for the most part, I've had people say they've been talking for 3 months. He's never asked me for anything. Oh, but he has. You just don't know it. He has asked you for something a lot. He's asked you for some personal information. Hi, how are you? How old are you? Where do you live? What do you do for a living? Do you have any kids? Do you have any family? And there you are sitting there telling them the truth. Why would you lie? We couldn't possibly think about lying to somebody. After all, he or she looks so gorgeous. Why would you think of lying? Only to know that on the other side of their picture, it is the most evil predator you can possibly imagine. So just because they didn't ask you for any money doesn't mean they're not getting something from you. They've already started their little checklist. and they're going into the next phase and then into the next phase and the next phase. And next thing you know, you're literally are in quicksand and you cannot get out. So avoid getting into that quicksand pit. Don't even engage in conversation with a stranger, period. I don't understand how this is not working for most everybody. Just stop talking to them. Anybody that's in a conversation with a stranger that they've never met and you want to question their validity, if they're really who they are, who they say they are, then come to the page and ask us. We'll be more than happy to help you. What else can we talk about? And the initial aspects. That's the initial aspect. If everybody would do just that, we wouldn't have to go to the next step and the next step and the next step. But initially, that is all that it takes to end these horrible scams, is just stop talking to them. Don't answer the request from strangers. Never take a follow request. Never take a friend request. I was talking to a lady the other day who lost big time, and I asked her what happened. Well, how did it happen? And she says, well, I normally don't ever take a follow request, but I did this time. That's all it took. And she got scammed big time. And it's really sad. I'd rather have people come to us asking us before they actually lose everything. And I mean everything. So that's my message for today. That's my goal, is trying to get you to understand how to keep yourself safe on the internet, and helping you to avoid getting in the quicksand pit to begin with. And then next time, maybe on the next segment, we'll talk about what to do when you are in quicksand. How do you get out? How do you tell? Or maybe you need me to talk first about how to get the proof that you need, which is super easy. It's if I can do it, you can do it. So that's it for today, I think, because I really wanted, the next time I want to go ahead and try doing a little poll and seeing how many of you are actually talking to somebody on the internet that you've never met. I want to do that. This whole new Facebook thing, I'm really kind of excited. I apologize for having such a late start. I'm missing some key points, so I'm going to keep doing some more video research. I'm a research girl, and I expect you to be that as well. And I think Ruth is going to be here this coming Thursday, and she's going to have a segment. Then, of course, we'll see you on Saturday. And then I think maybe if this goes well, if I can get it up to speed, I would like to start throwing in some polls there for you to tell me what you're doing. And of course, I don't know if anybody on my side from Scam Haters United is actually viewing or can see the comments that are going on. I may have to do that with another iPad or something, but we'll see. This is my first time. At least I got it going. So I'm happy with that. I'll try to figure out and work out all the little glitches on it, and we'll see what happens on the next go around. All right. So I appreciate your patience, and we will see you the next go around. Take care.